So let's start ITR 5. Anyone can file ITR except individual, HUF, company, and person filing form ITR 7. So first you have to feed all personal information basic. So for that you can click on import pre-fill, and after using login ID and password of income tax portal, you can get all the personal information over here, like name, their address, PAN number, etc. You can get over there. And now whatever the red mark field you have to be compulsory file, like filing section, and filing section under section 139(1). Here we discuss about original return only. So whatever is the red mark column, you can check it out once. If it is applicable on you, then you can click on. Otherwise, you can ignore it. It's like if you are a business trust, then you can click on that. And whether you are business trust, so all red mark will be answered. And if it is applicable, then yes. Otherwise, you can respond say no. And based on that, you can fill all the necessary information, whatever is applicable in your case, especially. Then you can feed all information. So if you have a startup registration, then detail of startup number. And if you have a MSME registration, detail of same number. If you have any other registration which is mentioned over here for startup, then you can also put a registration number of that as well. And if you are FII, then the red mark column is compulsory, so you have select yes or no. And if yes, then detail of also be given. A similar way, all the red mark, you can just say yes or no. If it is not applicable, just say no. And whether if it is partnership firm, then detail of partner. And if you are whether you are a partner in any firm, then name of the firm and PAN number of that firm. So fill detail of that as well. So whether you hold any unlisted equity shares, so detail of below here. So if LEI applicable in your case, then you can fill information of that as well. So whether you are liable to maintain account as per 44A, if it is applicable in your case, select yes, otherwise no. And whether you are if you are if you are declaring income under these deemed income sections, so presumpting taxation scheme and any other scheme, then you can select yes, otherwise no. So if it is applicable in your case, you fill information accordingly. If no, whether so what is your turnover based on your I hope you already prepare your financials and you know what is your turnover. So based on your turnover, you can fill all this information, whether ITax audit is applicable or not. So all the provision who is liable for tax audit, we already discussed in theory part, and as well as income, as well as in ITR 3 as well. The provision will be one and the same. It is applicable in your case. Then you can select all this information, and there also we can check different rate based on the whatever amount you received in account only. I mean to say, you can receive electronic, not through cash or any other mode. So there are separate limit for that as well, and we already discussed in theory part as well, so no need to repetition. So if it is applicable in your case, you can accordingly choose all these detail. The red mark detail will be compulsory. And here you, if it audited, then you can detail of auditor will be filled over here. So all the detail will be necessary. So I hope you already done audit as well while you filing income tax return. And all the detail you can red mark, and red mark at least red mark detail will select in yes or no. So I hope you understand all these points. If liable to furnish audit under any other act, then select that. And based which code audit can be filed, so you can fill all necessary information and fill all form. And so you fill all red mark form compulsorily. Next, go to part A, general 2. So if whether there are any change during the previous year in partners, members of the firm, AOP, BOI, in case of society and cooperative bank, give detail of managing committee. If yes, please provide the detail in respect of admitted retired partner. So I hope you understand. If it is applicable, whatever is applicable in your case, whether you are partnership firm, AOP, or so based on your based on which entity you are, based on that you can feed all information which is applicable in your case. So you feel that information is any member of AOPY is or executor of AGP, a foreign company. So if it is applicable in your case, you can select yes, otherwise you can select no. And based on that, you can feed all the information which is applicable in your case, and fill all information which is at least in a red mark column. Name of and you here you select your business code and trade name of business, and fill all information of part A, general 2. Next we can go to balance sheet. So I hope you already prepare balance sheet, and now you can feed all based on your prepared balance sheet, you can feed all information properly. Your sources of fund and loan fund, anything, you can feed all information properly. Fine. I hope you understand. This is nothing new. You can just put the numbers over here from your prepared balance sheet. And next, you also similar way you can prepare. You already prepare your, if it is applicable in your case, you can prepare already. Then feed all the information. Similar here, you also feed all information. P&L account, feed all information. Next part AOI. So it is mandatory in case of if tax audit is applicable in your case, then you can feed all information like method of accounting employee. Is there any change in method of accounting, increase in profit because of ICDS? So a provision of ICDS. What is the reason? The difference of book profit and ICDS. So we are already discussing theory part as well as ICDS. While if it is apply, so I hope you prepare I hope you prepare the if it is so if it is covered in your case, then you will I hope you already prepare deviation if it is applicable, and you can fill all information, method of valuation of closing stock employed in the previous year. So whatever applicable in your case, you can fill information. But here something like this is for compulsory for tax audit purpose. This form is compulsory. Otherwise, you can no need to fill that. If you file return non-audit cases, then no need to fill these all information. And this is the form. There are the item which is deductions allowed under there are some item which is deduction allowed, especially deduction and income tax act. Then these are all special provision. So based on income tax provisions, and if it is applicable in your case, so you can check it out and fill on information properly. So I hope you understand. And next is quantitative details. So if no mandatory agar if mandatory if liable for audit under section 44 AB. So if it is not mandatory for you, then you can completely ignore that. If no entry in made first or then no, in case of trading concern. So if you are or if a tax audit is applicable in your case, then it is necessary for you to fill all this information. And I hope you already prepare for tax audit as well. So based on that, you can prepare you can feed all information over here as well. For trading concern, for manufacturing concern, all the information you can feed. Next, you can see house property income. So if you own any house property, then detail of same will be given in this point. So the detail of this will be given in this point. And so type of house property, whether it is let out, deemed let out, and pen of tenant, you have to be feed all information if it is applicable in your case. And provision of house property is we already discussed that whatever amount you received for deemed let out, and 30% will be standard deduction allowed, and any other based on that you can calculate your income from house property. Next is business profession. So next is house property. Sorry, next is business profession. So as we already calculate profit, and if it is if in this field any income is considered which is separate, taxation will be applicable, like any other head of income or any income which is separately required to separately calculate, or their rate of taxes is different, then you can reduce that. And if it is added, and if it any exemption, sorry, any deduction allowed under a business profession head will be share will be check it out over here. And based on that, you can whatever applicable in your case, you can feed all information properly. So I hope you understand if you, so there are certain provision under income tax where you can get deductions, and there are there are another certain provision where disallowable of sections. So you have, so according to income tax provision, you can feed all information properly, and based on that, your business income will be business profession income will be derived. Okay. Next is a depreciation on plant and machinery. So here you can prepare. So I hope you already prepared depreciation on plant and block-wise depreciation on plant and machinery for taxation point of view. And based on that, you can fill all information. Depreciation on the depreciation on other assets. So detail of all will be shown over here, and I hope you already prepared depreciation chart, and based on that, you can feed all information. And next is ESR. ESR is basically, if it is applicable in your case, expenditure on scientific research, then detail of will be shown over here, expenditures. And so if capital gain, if it is applicable, so if capital gain is if you own any capital asset and you transfer any capital asset during the year, so and but in this but this is especially for short term capital gain. It is like deemed capital gain for transfer of depreciable asset. So if it is so based on DPM, DPM, DPCG. So based on that, if any asset will be sold during the year, so whatever capital gain or loss will be come over here automatically. And next is Schedule 112A. So Schedule 112A is especially for long-term capital gain. So if you have long-term capital gain income, then you can consider that as well. And detail will be filled over here. And next is Schedule 115 AD for non-resident. It is for non-resident virtual digital assets. So if you transfer any cryptocurrency during the year, then it is applicable. And other sources. So if you have any other sources income, normally for pre-filled data, you automatically get based on your AIS detail, dividend income, interest income. And if you want to add some income which is not shown over here, you can add over here. Otherwise maximum is already over here. And any other income which is not covered in any other head, then it will be covered over here. And so you can put all information over here, like lottery or lot winning from lottery, income from online games, all will be covered in this part only. So you can check it out, and if it is not covered, then you can add it over here. So I hope you understand. Next is a BFLA. Basically, it is a current year losses and previous year losses which we want to. So a set of losses will be covered over here. So based on the schedule views file and based on the previous year return, it will be settle your losses. And based on that, if based on that, this information will be filled. CFL is carry forward losses for future years. Unobserved depreciation. So it is like unobserved depreciation. If depreciation is not fully utilized, then it will be part of unobserved depreciation. Schedule ICDS. So I hope you already prepared that statement. Because of ICDS and your income tax provision, if any deviation, then you can prepare. Then increase if any changes in your profit, then you can show over here. And next is a ATLA. So it is applicable if you are filing return for a banking unit like any banking which is as associate person filing return under ITR 5, then you can schedule LA is applicable. If you are filing for offshore banking unit, then offshore banking unit deduction is applicable. If it in your case, then you can fill all this information. 6A. So if you are so based on your return, if you file all taxes in, then many of deductions is allowed. And if you for new tax regime, so very few deductions are allowed. So based on that, you can fill that information. AMTC, so alternate minimum tax, if it is applicable in your case, then you have to fill all your basic information. Tax under section 115 JC, 18.5% on book profit tax will be applicable. So you have majorly like many deductions under income related deductions, and 10 double A exemptions will be adjusted, and after that book profit will be derived. And if it is higher than tax profit, then you can pay tax on considering MAT provision. And and you have to get benefit of MAT credit, and you will get benefit for future year as well. So if it is applicable in your case, you can feed all information. Income chargeable to a special rate. So whatever income is chargeable, like short-term capital gain, long-term capital gain, and many other income which is chargeable at special rate, then all the information over here is automatically paid. You can just check it out. And information regarding partnership, when the detail of partners will be shown over here. EI is for a detail of exempt income like agriculture income. So if it is applicable on you, and so you can detail name of district along with pin code is true. If it is applicable, then you can feed all information. Any other exempt income, so fill all information properly. And next is the schedule PTI or pass through income. If it is applicable in your case, and you can schedule, then you can feed that schedule. Schedule TPSA, it's for a secondary adjustment as per section this. So if it is applicable, you can fill that information. Detail of income from outside India, tax release. So if it is applicable in your case, and then you can feed all information properly. And if it detailed summary of relief for taxes paid outside India. So as per AA provisions, if it is applicable in your case, you can check it out. So if you have any GST, so if you have GST number, so detail of GST number, turnover in as per GSTR1 file. So detail will be given over here. The computation of total income considering all the schedule which we file, all the 5 head of income, considering all the 5 head income, here we can compute total income after deductions, after reducing deductions, and total income will be calculated. Any agriculture income will be also settled. So based on that, your information will be, and computation of tax liability. So based on tax payable on deemed total capital under section 114 JC, if it is applicable in your case, if it is surcharge liability, and accordingly all the will be calculated. I hope you understand. And the next is the IT. IT is basically if you pay any advanced tax and self-assessment tax, then all the information will be automatically fetched over here. Otherwise, you can write it. You can write manually as well. If it is applicable on your case, aggregated income under section 115 TD, the detail of will be shown over here, and TDS will be all the whatever TDS will be deducted will be shown here. And amendment. So whatever is amendment during this is all we have check for assessment year 24-25, and we will discuss assessment year 25-26 after the form will be live. We will do that so as well. And next is verification part. And verification part, you verify the return, and after verification you can validate return, and then you can import the information, and import the information and upload it, and verify your return. So I hope you understand ITR 5. Any other query, you can feel free to ask us. Thank you.